It seems unrealistic, but it is rumored that Apple will stop the production of iPhones after launching the iPhone 15 Ultra this year. iPhone 15 Ultra? Yes. This year, iPhone may release the Ultra model in iPhone 15 series, just like Samsung's Ultra models. What's going to be the reasons behind the pause in the production of iPhones? Are iPhone sales not going as targeted, or Apple is going to invest in other futuristic products? Before finding out the reason, let's check the features of the iPhone 15 Ultra, which is making headlines and is expected to be released this year. From the release of the iPhone 1 to the iPhone 14, Apple has gone so far. No doubt there are several competitors in the market which are better than iPhone in many ways, such as the recently released Samsung S23 Ultra, but still, iPhone has the same hype as was after the release of the iPhone 1. It has become one of the most popular and recognizable consumer electronics devices in the world. Features. Let's discuss the features of the upcoming iPhone 15. Design. As per some sources, iPhone 15 series will not look like iPhone 14 series. iPhone 15 series will not contain a notch, but the pill and hole cutout is expected to extend to the whole lineup. iPhone 15 will contain titanium chassis that feature curved edges that will replace the existing square design. USB Type-C ports. Apple will replace the Lightning port on the iPhone 15 models with a USB-C port so that it may adhere to European rules that are now being passed. Using these USB-C connectors will enable faster data transfer. The regular models will use USB 2.0 speed as Lightning, while the iPhone 15 Pro variants would offer at least USB speed 3.2 or Thunderbolt 3, according to Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo. Periscope camera technology. According to certain rumors, the iPhone 15 Pro Max or Ultra will employ periscope camera technology. Samsung, an Apple rival, has released smartphones with periscope camera technology, allowing for up to 100x digital magnification and 4x to 10x optical zoom. Ming-Chi Kuo, an Apple analyst, predicts that while current iPhone models only have 3x optical zoom, Apple will soon release 6x optical zoom capability when it leverages the periscope camera technology. Solid-state volume and power buttons. The solid-state volume button on the iPhone 15 variants will be comparable to the home button on the iPhone 7. It will use haptic feedback to simulate the experience of a button press on this solid-state volume button. Expected RAM. While the current iPhone 14 Pro versions have 6 GB of RAM, the iPhone 15 Pro variants are anticipated to have 8 GB of RAM. iPhone 15 variants are expected to be launched in September of this year. Is this the last iPhone? Ming-Chi Kuo, an iPhone expert, claims in a blog post that Apple is going to stop producing and shipping the upcoming iPhone model. According to Kuo, the decision to discontinue the phone may have been made because Apple's budget models weren't doing as well as expected and because the company was worried that another price rise for the portfolio would make it less appealing to consumers on a tight budget. Nonetheless, if Apple stops making iPhones, it will be a significant loss for them because iPhone is the major source of Apple's total income. The report hasn't been confirmed yet, though. There will undoubtedly be something bigger, crazier, and more intriguing than the iPhone if its manufacturing is halted. So, what's next by Apple? For sure, if Apple stops the production of the iPhone, which is not confirmed officially by Apple yet, whenever it happens, Apple has to produce something crazy than the iPhone to get the same hype, and of course a big revenue to keep things going on. But what it could be? Let's dig out some possibilities that could happen and replace the iPhone in all aspects. There are two products that are supposed to be launched next by Apple. Number 1, Apple's electric car. Since its inception in 2014, the Project Titan electric vehicle initiative from Apple has been the focus of a lot of rumors and speculation. But the business has been mum on the project's specifics, so it's unclear what the project's precise objective is. The project reportedly started with a crew of hundreds of engineers, but that number has now been considerably reduced. While some reports claim the initiative is focused on creating self-driving technology, others claim the corporation is developing a real electric vehicle. Senior Apple executive Bob Mansfield made the announcement in 2016 that the business would shift its focus from creating actual cars to creating an autonomous driving system. This change of emphasis was purportedly brought on by a lack of advancement on the automotive side of the project, as well as the significant costs involved with creating and manufacturing a real vehicle. Since then, there have been numerous reports of Apple employing executives and engineers with backgrounds in the car and self-driving industries, fueling rumors that the business is still developing some sort of automotive technology. 2018 saw the news that Apple has secured licenses to test driverless vehicles on Californian roads. Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, acknowledged that the corporation was developing autonomous systems in 2019. However, neither the testing nor any specific intentions for a product aimed at consumers have been verified by the corporation. Overall, it is obvious that Apple has been working on a vehicle or self-driving technology, but the details of the project are still unknown. It's likely that the business is creating technology for use in automobiles manufactured by other companies, or that it is building an autonomous system for use in its own goods. Despite the shift in emphasis to autonomous systems, it is also feasible that the business is still working on a genuine electric vehicle. Number 2, AR/VR headset. For some time, there have been rumors that Apple is developing an AR/VR headset. Some reports claim that the corporation is creating a wireless-like device that combines augmented reality and virtual reality technology. The headset is said to have a potent processor, an innovative tracking system, and a high-resolution display. According to reports, Mike Rockwell, a former employee of Dolby Labs who managed the creation of the company's AR and VR products, is in charge of the project. The group reportedly consists of engineers and designers from Apple, as well as businesses that the firm has bought over the years, such as Metaio and Flybe Media. Use cutting-edge tracking technologies like LiDAR to deliver precise and accurate motion tracking. The device is also rumored to employ a powerful processor, perhaps based on Apple's A-series chips used in its iPhones and iPads. In addition to its hardware, the headgear is anticipated to include a brand new operating system known as Rose that was created exclusively for AR and VR applications, Reality Operating System. According to rumors, the new operating system's interface and features are comparable to those of iOS. Apple's AR/VR headset is rumored to be focused on productivity as much as gaming, and it will come with a wide selection of apps and games. This is it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. Do subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon for more interesting videos. Thanks for watching. See you again in the next video.